Prove all things. Hold fast that which is good. Jesus Christ said, I am the truth. Satan deceives the whole world. Jesus Christ said, I am the truth. So, in my mind, to turn away from truth is to turn away from him. If you had been lied to, if you had been deliberately led away from the truth, if you had been deceived all your life, wouldn't you want to know? Even if the lie was so big, so fundamental to your worldview, you could hardly imagine otherwise?
Sequence start. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. All engine running. Liftoff. We have a liftoff. 32 minutes past the hour. Liftoff on Apollo 11. Tower cleared.
We got a roll program. Neil Armstrong reporting the roll and pitch program, which puts Apollo 11 on proper heading. That's one small step for man, one giant leap for mankind.
It takes courage to be humble. This video is not meant to present evidence or arguments. There are already plenty of those. I made this video with one goal in mind: to get you to do your own research. But be careful. There is a lot of false information out there. The truth is heavily censored. Search engines, YouTube search function, etc. will happily provide you with misinformation. By the way, this should tell you something. Follow the links in the video description to get started. I was a globe believer most of my life. I used to mock people that claim the Earth was any other shape than a ball. Until I came across something that got me thinking about some of the logical inconsistencies in the model. Let me provide you with some things to consider about the shape of the Earth, the heliocentric model, and space in general. Do our senses tell us we're moving along multiple curved paths, at thousands of miles an hour? My senses tell me I am stationary. No other culture than ours claimed the Earth as a sphere. Many observations tell us the Earth cannot be a globe. Where is the curvature? There doesn't seem to be any physical horizon. Boats do not go over the horizon. Why are there no pictures of Earth from space? Only composite images exist. Video footage of NASA and other space agencies indicate the use of green screen, augmented reality technology, CGI, and wire harnesses. What mainstream science tells us about star formation requires gas balls to form in a vacuum. This goes against the second law of thermodynamics, as the gas would fill the available space.
When you suddenly remove the wall, the gas is not in a state of equilibrium. It doesn't even have a well-defined pressure. The minute you remove the wall, pressure is something here, pressure is zero in the vacuum here. So you got to wait a bit, so gas has gone off the radar. We cannot talk about what's happening. Then if you wait long enough, I get a gas that looks like this after some seconds or whatever milliseconds. That is again gas in equilibrium. It's got a certain state, I can call it 2.
Okay, Houston, we've had a problem here. This is Houston. Say again, please. Oh, Houston, we've had a problem. We've had a beep beep on a volt.
How can we have atmospheric pressure without containment? How can our atmosphere exist next to the vacuum of space? The stars reset to the exact same position year after year. Ancient buildings are still aligned with the same stars as when they were built. Yet Earth is said to be moving through space at thousands of miles per hour? Gyroscopes are rigid in space. However, they do not indicate any Earth rotation. The Earth is said to spin at 1,000 miles per hour at the equator. Rotational speed at the poles would of course be 0. In order to be able to land safely, an airplane going towards the equator will need to gain angular momentum. In other words, it needs to gain speed sideways. An airplane going away from the equator will need to do the opposite. There is no proof of this happening in reality. The mainstream narrative is that the atmosphere moves with the Earth due to friction with the surface. However, there are many problems with this explanation. For example, rising air would somehow need to speed up, like the outer end of a spoke in a bike wheel. The Bible tells us the Earth cannot be a globe. If the mainstream narrative were correct, then what did we orbit the first 3 days? Further examples. Several verses tell us the Earth cannot be moved and there is a firmament above it. Every eye will see the Lord when he returns. The flood would not be possible on a ball Earth, etc. Perhaps he tried to give us a hint. Let's not forget the globe model is brought to us by the same people who bring us the Big Bang, evolution, etc. Do you also believe in those theories? If so, why? These are just some examples. The list goes on and on. In fact, personally I have yet to come across one definite globe proof, while the list of not a globe proofs gets longer and longer. And I haven't even mentioned the official documents yet.
For example, this NASA document assumes a flat, non-rotating Earth. Georgia Institute of Technology, on behalf of NASA, the model used is a flat, non-rotating Earth. Technical memo from the NASA Langley Research Center, flat, non-rotating Earth. NASA Technical Memorandum, flat, non-rotating Earth. NASA publication on the derivation and definition of a linear aircraft model, flat, non-rotating Earth, and flat, non-rotating Earth. NASA contractor, flat, non-rotating Earth, and flat Earth assumptions. NASA Ames Research Center, non-rotating flat Earth. Army Research Laboratory, flat Earth. Army Research Laboratory, propagation of electromagnetic fields over flat Earth. Army Research Laboratory, a flat Earth approximation provides the best estimate. NASA Technical Paper, stationary atmosphere over a flat, non-rotating Earth. NASA Technical Memo, a non-rotating Earth. MIT Department of Aeronautics and Astronautics, flat Earth, flat Earth. NASA Memo, flat, non-rotating Earth. NASA Contractor Report, assumption based on the Earth is flat and non-rotating. NASA Technical Memo, flat, non-rotating Earth. NASA Technical Paper, stationary atmosphere and flat, non-rotating Earth assumptions. NASA Technical Note, flat, non-rotating Earth. NASA Langley Research Center, flat, non-rotating Earth. Army Research Laboratory, these equations assume a flat Earth. Even the Soviets made their assumptions based on a flat Earth. If the Earth were a ball and rotated at 1,000 miles per hour, you obviously would not see the repeated engineering assumptions that the Earth is flat and stationary.
Why has nobody been to the moon in such a long time?
That's not an 8-year-old's question. That's my question. I want to know, but I think I know. Because we didn't go there, and that's the way it happened. We didn't go there, and that's the way it happened.
Very clearly, I think anybody who was alive at the time does. I remember my parents waking me up, and we went down and we watched you guys land on the moon.
No, you didn't.
What?
Because there wasn't any television. There wasn't anybody taking a picture. You watched animation. You watched animation. 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 Animation.